In this lesson, you will learn how to send your clients a questionnaire so that you can send them a private URL and they can walk through it and answer some questions that you've predefined so that you can have a really clear understanding of exactly what they're looking for and to make sure everyone is on the same page. Now, before we hop into actually making this questionnaire, there's a couple of things that we want to make sure that we're sort of on the same page on here. A questionnaire can be sent out to your clients in a couple of different ways. Obviously, you can automate it with a workflow. We'll cover that in a future lesson. You can send it directly to a client. So if you want to open up a lead or a shoot and send it directly to them, you can. Or you can make what's called a public questionnaire. Now, a public questionnaire is kind of more like a survey, where basically you make one questionnaire and then multiple people can fill it out. So you may not know who's filling it out because it's a survey. So you might want to have a question in there like, what is your name? However, for a questionnaire that you send specifically to a lead or a shoot, it's only sent once to that lead or shoot. So if they open it up again in the future, they're always updating their response. They're never adding a new response to that questionnaire. Before we hop in here and make this questionnaire and send it to our clients, let's go ahead and just take a moment and make sure that you've walked through the prerequisites and you've done all of that in order to successfully create a questionnaire here and send it to your clients. And once you've done that, let's hop on in here and do it now. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to go into a shoot. There's a number of ways that you can hop in here and send a questionnaire. Of course, you could just click Quick Add and click Questionnaire from there. You could click the questionnaires page underneath Overview, or you can go, like I said, directly into a shoot and send it from that shoot. And sort of similar to what we've been doing on the other lessons here, where there are multiple ways to do something. I always like to do it directly from the shoot because then by default, it's just attached to that shoot. So it makes it nice and easy. We're going to go ahead and open up the questionnaires section on the left-hand side and then click Add Questionnaire. The first thing that you'll be prompted with here is just the questionnaire builder. So this is how you now build a questionnaire. If you've built a template questionnaire, you can go ahead and grab it from here. So let's just click that sample questionnaire that we've built here in settings. And we do want to override all of these settings. And there's the questionnaire that I've just copied over from settings. Now, other than that, building a questionnaire is actually very simple and very straightforward. You add a field. There's the field, you specify what the question is, and then you drag and drop, and that's pretty much it. So there's all different kinds of fields that you can add. It can be a text field or a paragraph field or a date field, a radio button, which is basically multiple choice, but there's only one choice, a checkbox, which is multiple choice, but there's multiple choices, a drop down, or just a plain instructions field. So I've already got this all built in here, and one of the things that's really neat that I've built here is I've got this question here that says, how would you like to display and enjoy your photos in your home? And I've got a few different options here as the checkbox, but I have an other option. And I've got this question here afterwards where it says, where in your home do you plan on displaying it? And basically the idea here is if they've chosen other, I want to know, well, where is the where? What's the other? So I've set this to be conditional to say, only show this question if how would you like to display and enjoy your photos in your home is set to other. So if it equals other, then display that. Otherwise, don't display that. So it makes it so that the questionnaire can kind of live and breathe and move as your client fills it out, and it's more contextually relevant for them. So let's go ahead and click Save on this. And so basically now this questionnaire is set up for this client. So if they were to go and log into their portal, they would see the questionnaire. It hasn't been emailed to them yet, but it's available to this client. So if they go into the portal, they can see it. If you want to email the questionnaire to them, a couple of ways you can do it. You can click the little drop down here and click Email. This is going to open up your default questionnaire email and link in the questionnaire there. So now you could send it and they would be able to view it. The other option is if I click X on here, if I just go into an email from this shoot, anywhere in this shoot, I click Send Email, you're going to see the variables button, and that's again always been there. But I can now click questionnaire links, and this is now going to only show me the questionnaires that are available to this shoot. So now I can just click this button right there, and I can add the link to this questionnaire for this client in any of their emails. And so that way it's nice and easy and simple for them to see. If I click X on that, let's go ahead and just view to see what this looks like. If I click View Live, This now shows me what the questionnaire looks like on the front end for the client. So here's the questions, they go through, they answer it. If I type in, this is my answer, this is another answer. So I'm going to go ahead and just choose a couple of these. Bedroom, staircase, foyer. So remember how I said the other, right? If I choose other, there, now that question shows up. If I uncheck it, it hides. So it makes it again, so it's like this living, breathing thing. So if I go ahead and submit it, it's now obviously been submitted to you, the photographer. It's all good to go. If I close out of this, if I go back into the questionnaires page here, I'm just going to refresh. You're going to see it was on the left-hand side there just a moment ago under unanswered. Well, now it's on the right-hand side under answered. And the last time that they updated it is displayed here. Now I can click here and say edit response if I need to edit the response for my client, or I can click view response. And if I click that, there is the answers that they had filled out. So I can click out of here. But again, the nice thing now is that if the client goes to view it again, if they go to that same link, all the answers are already filled out there. They're already in there and they can now just edit it. They can change it. They can do whatever they need to do. And they're always just updating that last answer. And so that's how you send questionnaires to your clients. There's a number of ways that you can automate it, but for now, that's a really simple way to just add a questionnaire, send it to your client, and you can use a questionnaire template as a starting point so that you can save some time in your workflow.